We are here at Brussels at the SmartNet workshop. I'm Athir Nouicer, a research associate at Florence School of Regulation, and I'm with Tomás Gómez, a professor from Comillas University. So, Mr. Tomás, what do you think about this SmartNet project? What are the impact that it can bring to the European decision maker as among this pilot project for the coordination between the TSO and DSO, both for balancing services and for congestion management?
Yeah, I think this, is first to know is that this is a research project. Therefore, as a research project, I think it's a brave project because it's investigating new technical things that are not solved today. And this project has to see in the long term. I mean, we have to see in the project as a project that is going to be more and more important in terms of now the system is changing for integrating more renewables and more distributed resources. And for that, the role of DSOs and TSOs, which up to now has not been really well coordinated, should be coordinated. And there are a lot of technical issues, typically difficult to understand even for regulators. And these technical issues are related with real system operation, real-time system operation, with the management of network issues, which are balancing and also congestion. And both together are also something that today TSOs are managing, but in no very clear and transparent ways. Therefore, we have to improve the TSOs coordination between all of them, and also with distributed resources, the coordination between TSOs and DSOs. And we need a legal and harmonized, unique framework in Europe for doing that. Therefore, this project is going to provide inputs for future developments in regulation about that, which is something that is going to happen probably in the next 5 to 10 years.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we have seen also in the morning session a lot of debate and question from the attendants about the development of this project. And do you think that there are some questions that they didn't tackle or they did take into account in this pilot project assessment?
Well, I think I would be positive. I would say that they are tackling many issues which are complicated. For instance, to have an idea of quantitative assessment is very important. And what they are trying is to do through simulation tools. But in general, I would say that these simulation tools are just a kind of probably is not going to be the reality. The reality usually is much more complex even than that. But as a starting point, using simulation tools for identifying what are the problems and what are going to be the benefits for the different type of solutions, I think is an important step. I don't think the difficult issue here is how to integrate the networks in markets. Mm-hmm. That's the issue, and I think it's still quite open because the models that we use in Europe are quite different from the models that they are using in the States. Here, for instance, they are proving solutions that could be incorporated maybe in the States, but not in Europe. Mm-hmm. We are still in this process. For instance, they're using nodal prices for networks. That is a quite advanced issue, but I think it's far from real implementation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the point that I asked, which are not taken into account, is more to provide input for future research. It's not like for assessing really what is not taken into account in the current project. So yeah, I think we have got a lot of information from your side, and I want to thank you very much for your time. And see you in October, maybe if you are going to attend the next SmartNet project.
Yeah, for sure.
Conference.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Florence School of Regulation, because always you are giving a very good task with dissemination of knowledge, and I think these projects are also very relevant for the future regulation of power system in Europe.
Okay.
Thank you very much.